Am I stronger than a protagonist? No. No, I'm not. But that's not gonna stop me from trying. Today I'm gonna be looking at Joker. A man who was wronged by society, then fought against the law until he came in conflict with his arch nemesis, a super detective. No, not that Joker. That Joker. Persona 5 is a game where you can find inner peace, develop your interpersonal skills, heck, maybe even prepare for your future career. Or push all that aside and embrace the monk mindset. Forget going on a date, I've already got a date with my gains. Always gotta be on that Sigma grind. Or is it Alpha? Honestly, I can't tell the two apart, and they're too stupid for me to try. You know who's not stupid though? Joker. Sometimes. When Joker first starts working out, he struggles a bit, but give him a few days and he goes from this to this. Heck, eventually he even pulls an Uncle Iroh and starts doing these. We'll get to that later though. For now, let's focus on Joker's progressions so we can have some kind of bar to measure myself against. After a certain point in the game, you'll unlock the ability to do pull-ups. Do them for long enough, and Joker will gradually get better and faster. From the 1st to 4th sessions, this is more or less the cutscene that plays. 5 to 8 is this. 9 to 12, he starts having Morgana add weight to the sets. And from 13 on, he'll start doing the hanging crunches. This continues until your 16th time doing it, where you're kinda just stop progressing from there. And while I now have my time frame and goals, I have no idea how long he works out for or how many reps he does per workout, so I'm gonna have to make up my own routine. But hopefully after 16 days of working out like Joker, I'll be able to do weighted pull-ups and Uncle Irohs. Not really sure how pull-ups are gonna help prepare me for that, but we'll see how it goes. Oh, and it's worth pointing out for the sake of my shoulders, Joker doesn't take rest days. You could theoretically work out back-to-back days. I did this and everybody hated me for it. But I will be taking some rest days when I need them because rest is important. And I think that's all of it. So, let's go ahead and get started. All right, this is day 1. Let's go ahead and get started with it because it's snowing on us. And by the looks of things, if it snows anymore, I don't think I'm gonna be able to do pull-ups. My knees are gonna start touching the ground if we don't do this quick. Of course, just like Joker, I do have my protein shake before I start, which has been keeping nice and cold here. So I'm gonna try and down this thing really, really fast.
Now, let's carry out our plan.
There we go. Now I'll get my +1 health. Okay, clear that off. So like I said before, I don't really have a set routine yet. I'm gonna start just by doing how many pull-ups I can do and try to build off of that. Oh geez. That's 1. Come on. Persona. Okay, so I did my first set. It's not very promising so far. I managed 3.5. Oh boy. I think I'm gonna try for the first day to do 3 sets of 3 and see how that goes. Oh. Jeez Louise. I think I gave Joker too much of a hard time. Man consistently did pull-ups even though he was going slow. I can barely get like 2 at a time now. But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and try and finish my last set real fast. Okay, that was 3 sets of 3. A lot harder than I expected and hoped. But I think that does it for day 1. So let's go ahead and jump to day 2. Get out of this snow. I got really sick. I've been laid up in bed with a cold for the past couple of days, so you might be able to tell. The weather is a heck of a lot better, which I will take. The other place was still really snowy though, so we're here at my local equestrian park to do pull-ups. I'm still gonna go ahead and call this day 2, but I was looking back at the footage of day 1, and I'm not too happy with it. My form was sloppy. I kinda just did 9 pull-ups and called it a day. I think the problem was that it was really cold and snowy, and I wanted to get inside where it wasn't very cold and snowy. So I'm gonna switch things up quite a bit today. Instead of just doing an arbitrary set of well, sets. Today, what I'm gonna do is just work out for a set amount of time, specifically 30 minutes. During those 30 minutes, I'm either gonna do normal pull-ups, just kind of hang there, or do reverse pull-ups. And I think this will be a lot better structure going forward. Now, I don't have any proof that Joker worked out this way, but I don't have any proof that he didn't. Also going forward, I won't include a ton of stuff, because it's kind of just me doing this, and that's not too terribly exciting. Except for that one time when there was explosions, and a train, and Spider-Man! But yeah, unless there's something super interesting I want to say, I'm probably just gonna go ahead and jump to the next set of sessions, which starts on day 5. This marks the beginning of Joker's second session of working out, where this cutscene starts to play, instead of this one.
Okay.
The main differences being that Joker looks a little bit smoother, looks more comfortable doing them, and his form's a lot better. So I'm really praying that I can get there in these next 4 days, because those are all things I struggle with right now. I've had to take a couple of days off for rest days, because sometimes doing this hurts. But for the most part, it's been going okay. This is the first real day that I feel like I've gotten over my sickness from before. So that's nice. I've done a few pull-ups already, and I was able to do 4 consecutively, which I wasn't able to do before, so that's awesome. So I guess that moist protein really is working. Unfortunately, after those 4, I could only do 3 at a time, and then I was just kinda winded. But I'm never gonna be a phantom thief if I let that keep me down, so I gotta keep going. Unfortunately, or I guess I should say fortunately, because the workouts are about to get a lot tougher. Day 5 through 9 is just more of the same. I'm just doing pull-ups. I'm trying to do them cleaner, focus more on form, so that would be nice, but otherwise, not really much to say. So I think we might just go ahead and jump to Joker's 3rd session, where the next cutscene plays, which starts on day 10. I meant day 9, not 10. Part 3 of Joker's workouts changes things up a bit, from him just doing normal pull-ups to, well, doing normal pull-ups, but with a twist. The twist being Morgana clings to your leg harder than he clings to the idea of being human. However, that does mean we're gonna need our own Morgana stand-in. After doing some research online, it seems like the internet's mostly agreed that he's a tuxedo cat, and they can range anywhere between 6 and 16 pounds. And that is where this guy comes in. Good old 15-poundy. If you guess his weight, you get to take him home.
Sir, I must have that
Cat.
Ah, 15-poundy. So, how much you guessing he weighs?
15 pounds?
For legal reasons, that was a joke. This should be a more or less good substitute for Morgana. It's even got the yellow collar with a bell. Now, I'm not gonna be able to like attach it to my leg like Morgana, but I should just be able to hold it with my feet, and that should work just as well. By just as well, I mean probably not well at all. I have been getting a little bit better. I'm able to do about 5 pull-ups now in one single go, which is awesome. But 15 pounds is a lot of weight. I don't know how Joker just carries it in his school bag for a whole year. But at this point, I'm just stalling, so we might as well try it for the first time. You can definitely see how warm it's gotten lately. Snow has vanished. Okay. Let's see how this goes. Oh, jeez. That's one. Oh, that is one fat cat. That was hard. I can't say it was harder than I thought it was gonna be. I got 2 fairly good ones, which is more than I thought I was gonna get. But I'm already starting to miss doing normal pull-ups. And unfortunately, it only got harder from there. After those initial 2, I was only able to do 1 at a time. And then just try my darndest for the second. But yeah, as you can see, I'm not getting anywhere on that pull-up. This does remind me of just starting this whole challenge out though with normal pull-ups, where I could do a few and then I'd be lucky to get 1 after that. So that gives me a little bit of hope, I guess. I think for now, I'm gonna try and do 5 sets of 1, which doesn't sound like a lot, but it feels like a lot. And then in between sets, just try and do dead hangs with it, just to try and get used to the weight. And yeah, see where that gets me in a couple of days. This time I'm not just gonna jump into the next set like I've been doing. I feel like it'll be interesting to have some more progress with this one. So let's just go ahead and jump onto day 11. That'll be about 2 days from now. Oh, yeah, wait, sorry. Day 11 isn't actually as eventful as I thought it was gonna be. Of the 3 days of workouts I've gotten in on this so far, I've only had one rest day, and I'm definitely feeling it today. My shoulders are pretty dang sore. And as far as results go, I'm kinda just in the same place. I can do 2 more or less cleanly, but then after that, it's a struggle. Gone are the days of 30-minute workouts. Instead, I'm just trying to do as many as I can, and then once I tucker out, just trying to hold myself up as long as possible. I think my goal at the end of this, after 16 days, is gonna be to just do 4 consecutively. That's mainly just because if you let the text auto scroll while Joker is working out, he'll do 4. And right now I'm just sitting at 2. All right, Morgana, I need some words of advice. Not helpful. I've clearly got a lot of work to do. So I'm gonna get right back to it. I'll see you guys next on the beginning of Joker's 4th and final session of working out, which begins on day 13. We finally made it to the last session of Joker's at-home workouts, where he starts to do these reverse crunches, or as I like to call them, Uncle Iros. This one is presumably the hardest. I mean, they did save it for last, but I have a hard time believing it's gonna be harder than the weighted pull-ups. Those kicked my butt. Just a quick progress update on that. There is none. That's the update. I'm still basically where I was when I first started with those, which makes sense. It's only been about 4 days. So I'm curious to see how I'm gonna do at the end of all this when I do my review. But we've got 4 days until that, so for now, I'm just gonna try and figure out how to do Uncle Iros on these. I brought a yoga mat in case the bar hurts my legs, which I'm thinking it will. And I brought my shake, as always, but I'm gonna drink this after, because I have a feeling if I drink this now, it's all gonna come back up.
I'm gonna put some dirt in your eye.
Alright, well, I'm shaking a lot, and I got dirt in my eye. Oh, what the heck, Peter? Okay, this doesn't feel safe. I'm gonna try and do some crunches before I fall. Oh. As you can probably see on the screen right now, that's not gonna work. I did a few, and honestly, it didn't hurt my core, like, at all. It was just my legs. And it kept feeling like they were gonna give out, and I was just gonna land flat on my head. I'm gonna try again with the yoga mat, see if that helps a bit. Oh, that's much easier. I don't know if this is gonna show up on camera, but I can put my feet under the stairs and do them secured. That's much better. Easier does not mean easy though. That kills my knee pit, whatever you call that thing. I feel like I could have kept going on sit-ups, but it started to hurt my legs too much, so I just called it at 10. Which, for first time, I'm okay with that. I'm gonna have to have some very long rests in between sets, but I mean, it's something that I feel like I could keep doing. So why don't I keep doing that? 98. And in the interest of time, so that this video doesn't go on too long, 99. I'll just jump ahead to the last day of this challenge, 100, where I'll do everything I've learned up until this point. 101, which will be on day 13, 14, 15, day 16. It's hard to think upside down. 102. And just like that, we're finally here. The final day of Joker's at-home ad hoc workout. And like I said before, technically you can keep doing workouts at home, but at this point, the same cutscene's just gonna keep playing on loop. So it's basically the end. And so I think it's time to find out just how far I've come. So I'm gonna just try and do all 3 workouts, pull-ups, weighted pull-ups, and hanging crunches. I'm gonna try and max out on all 3 of them. Just kind of see where I'm sitting. And even though I did say today was the last day, that was partial lie. I don't want to do pull-ups and weighted pull-up maxes on the same day. I feel like they're going to interfere with each other. So I'm going to do normal pull-ups tomorrow and do weighted pull-ups and hanging crunches today. All right, I'm going to try hanging crunches first. Those are the ones I'm least looking forward to. All right, editor, which is me. Why don't you put on You Say Run. Come on. Come on. Okay, that's it. It's over. Definitely feeling that one. All the blood is like rushing back down into my feet. Oh, it kind of hurts. All right, so hanging crunches. Final amount. 16, I think, unless I miscounted with all the blood rushing to my head, which is entirely possible. But I'm pretty happy with that. But in the past 4 days, I feel like it's more my legs getting more used to hanging upside down than my core actually getting stronger. Well, who knows? Regardless, we got the max for that. So now, it's time to do weighted pull-ups with my good friend Morgana here. Last time you'll be used, buddy. None too soon. Okay, so previously, I could do about 2. So, let's see if that's changed. 1, 3-ish. There's almost 4. Definitely not gonna count that 4th one. And now, I don't need Morgana anymore, so I can go to bed when I want. Feels a little odd to not just do pull-ups right now. I mean, I only did like 3.5 weighted pull-ups, so I don't think that should set me back too far. But to give myself the best shot, I am just gonna go ahead and wait till tomorrow, which should be right now. And that's kind of a lie. It's actually just later in the day from when I was recording before. It had been a couple hours and I felt rested enough. I mean, I went home, played Persona, and ate some raviolis. I don't know what else I could have done to recover. So I figured I'd just come back out and try and crank out as many pull-ups as I can. As you may have noticed, we've come full circle. This is where it started on day 1, and all the snow is gone. All said in total, it's been about a month since I did that. 16 days of working out, and then the days I didn't work out when I got sick at the very beginning of this, and then my rest days. Makes it about a month or so since I've started, and all the snow is cleared off, so that's kind of nice. But without further ado, let's see how I do. So dumb. Yeah, counting that. All right. That was 8 pull-ups. Holy crap. Felt good doing them too. Until the end there. I mean, I think it goes without saying that pull-ups were definitely the area that I improved in the most. Going from this, like 16 days ago of working out time, a month in full, to this, 8 pull-ups, not bad. Quite chuffed to bits with that. So final recap, went from 3 pull-ups to 8 pull-ups, 2 weighted pull-ups to 3 weighted pull-ups, and 10 hanging crunches to 16. Was not one day after the other like I expected. I did take my rest days in between, and I'm thankful that I did. But yeah, all in all, Joker's workout, pretty successful. If you watched all the way to this point, thank you. Hopefully you stay tuned. I have tons of other challenges I'd like to do on this channel, and it should be a lot of fun. But as always, thank you for watching this video, and I hope to catch you in the next one.